Brand new data from the White House Council of Economic Advisors shows the price of imported goods are not only going down since President Trump began his of goods overall. Now, President Trump is doubling down, announcing new tariffs on over August 1st. Joining us now to discuss, Advisors Chairman Steve Myron. Thanks for joining us, Steve. So it is kind of remarkable to look at all of the experts who say that, and that's apparently not what's happening.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So, in new work that our team has done, that'll be on the Council of Economic Advisors website today. What we did was we looked at, in every category in the inflation index, we looked at how much of it is coming from imports, both whether the good itself is an import, but also whether it, uses intermediate goods, that is parts in between the raw product and the finished product that come from abroad. And so we have a measure for exactly what you said before, that imported goods are actually getting cheaper, while overall goods are getting more expensive. And since December, so before the president took office, of January, the first day of the president's term, he started with new tariffs. The price of overall goods has gone up by about 0.4% since December. The price of imported goods has gone down by 0.1%. So not only is there no evidence that the tariffs are leading to any economically significant inflation at all.
Can you explain for people who are not an economic expert why this is happening?
So part of the reason why it's happening is because the United States, because we're the largest consumer market in the world, because we have flexibility about who we can buy from, where we can choose to import from, or to make things domestically ourselves instead. And that gives us the leverage to create a situation in which other people have to ultimately bear the burden of these tariffs. And that's part of why what you're seeing increase in consumer prices as a result of these tariffs. And if anything, the situation is actually extremely benign. So those who have been very concerned about tariffs have got it wrong again, just as they did in 2018, 2019.
It is kind of remarkable to think about. We often talk about the power of our military, but the power of our economy is probably the greatest weapon that we have. We hear rumors of different deals coming down the pike, and obviously President Trump announced new threats of tariffs against countries if they don't make deals, even including again. What can you tell us about what might be coming down the pike?
So the president knows these tariffs give us so much leverage because we do have the largest consumer market in the world, and because we can force others to ultimately accept the cost of the tariffs. And the president knows that, and that helps him procure concessions from other countries, which have America. I would still be optimistic that we can see more deals before the end of the week. However, it's incumbent upon the other countries to make the concessions that convince the president that the deals are worth taking for America. Because otherwise, as you saw with the letters the president sent out yesterday, if these countries don't step up and if they don't take steps to address the decades of grievously wide trade deficits, then you have to convince him. And you get the letters with very high tariff rates as a result.
Right. Steve Myron, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.